A man convicted of a gruesome triple murder in the Sobantu township of Pietermaritzburg will be sentenced in the High Court today. Last week, the 29-year-old man pleaded guilty to murdering a 7-year-old child, the girl's mother and grandmother, inside their home. He raped the child twice. Ahead of his sentencing, Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan joins us now. Karinda, very good morning to you. This is a story that sent shockwaves across the country, with many questioning why would someone do something like this. Talk to us about the reaction you're getting ahead of this matter in court.
Absolutely shockwaves indeed. You'll see a number of community members of the Sobantu township in Pietermaritzburg, and actually women from across Pietermaritzburg who have come to protest outside the court. My colleague Gubande showing you some of the signs they've been holding up, calling for the harshest of sentences against now the convicted killer, convicted rapist who killed 3 generations of the Ndlela family. Remember, he was arrested shortly after the murders happened on June 27th, and following that he did confess to his crime in a statement he read before the court, and today then is his sentencing after he was convicted of the murder and rape. Remember, as we have recapped the story, he had killed a 46-year-old woman, her own 65-year-old mother, and then a young 7-year-old child who he also had raped twice before murdering her. Absolutely a gruesome development that's come out here, and even the judge that has been presiding over this case saying that this has been a horrific tale. But Olani Ndlela is a representative of the Ndlela family. Thank you for speaking to us, sir. If you can take us back to how the family has been coping as the case unfolds in court. When the suspect, Jagmohan, read out the statement, he said gruesome details. How have you managed to cope after hearing what happened to the Ndlela family?
No, we haven't been coping very well since this happened. But last week the judge promised us that he's going to give me a hefty sentence. So today we're expecting the judge to do us right, because we are deeply hurt about what he did.
As we await the sentencing today, can you maybe remind us of the woman that Simangele Zanele was? If you can remember, the child Zinande, what kind of a child was she as we await for the murderer to be sentenced today?
A very happy child, outgoing child, very loving child. And my sister Simangele was a very people's person. And my mom was a very, very calm person. That's how I remember them.
Now, you mentioned the suspect was also known to the family. If you can just take us back to that and your personal views about what happened, what kind of sentencing do you want from the judge today?
We want a heavy sentence, not less than 100 years. Just maybe just to sink in rights to us.
As this has happened to the Ndlela family, what is your message perhaps to the public at this point, as I know your family is going through this trauma? Any message about the safety for women and children?
From now on, people must be very vigilant. So of anyone they know, do not let anyone in your house without super guidance, because I don't trust anybody anymore now.
Thank you very much, sir, for speaking to us. Olani Ndlela, he is the brother of the late Simangele. She was with Jagmohan, the confessed murderer now, and her daughter, 7-year-old Zinande, was raped and killed. And of course, Simangele's mother, Zanele, was also killed. 3 generations, 3 females in one family, their lives taken on June 27th. Today will be the sentencing. What is interesting is there was mitigating arguments in court at the last court appearance. And what came out is that Jagmohan, the murderer, his mitigating circumstances is that he has a 2-year-old daughter. But the judge also asking, or rather the public asking, about how he could have committed this crime while he has his own daughter. The women here have been holding up various signs, and we'll show you some of them. This one quite an interesting one. And when we were last here, the woman here saying that they are living in fear because of what happened, and they are also calling on police to take a stronger stance against crime here in Pietermaritzburg.
Very well, Karinda. Jagmohan, let's leave it there for now as we continue to keep an eye of what comes out of that court. Of course, set to get underway proceedings during the course of this morning.